Hello everyone, welcome to manual testing online training session. So, just brief intro from my side. Uh, I'm Rahul, and I'm working as a test engineer with media company, one of the leading media company in India, and currently located at Noida, that is Delhi NCR region. And for the experience concerned, I have total 13 years of experience in the software testing field. Initially, I started my career as a wind runner and then wind runner automation developer, then involved in manual testing and then QTP. And since 2012, I'm working in Selenium as well. So this is a brief intro about myself. And let me tell you one thing about this course plan. This course plan is uh, prepared as per the project-based training. Like the sole objective of this session is to provide you a live application where you can work on complete application, not a single module or anything or any web application like one page or two page. On my server, there are two applications is deployed. One is HR management system and another is customer relationship management application. Both Apart from this, you'll also get access of bug tracking tool, which is also deployed in our server, our own server, and this will help you to get hands-on on defect management, defect reporting, and follow up the defects, how to track the reported defects, all about. Now, coming to the course part, this course is not only mm, let you know or will provide you experience on the manual testing, but also in database testing. So first, let me show you the manual testing course plan, which is prepared as per day by instruction, which you can see on your screen. Like in day one, this course is totally planned for 9 days and 1.5 hour session on every day. So on day one, you will get the basic of software testing, software development lifecycle, and different models of the software development. Then from day two, the how to proceed the testing. Like in an application, there are various types of test techniques we utilize and identify our test data. So on day two, you will get some hands-on how to identify the correct test data to evaluate or to validate the application. Those comes under the dynamic test technique, and the day three is also more focusing on those black box test techniques. Based on that, there are two online test series also available for the dynamic test technique, which can help you to understand the scenario based questions and how to identify those particular uh, uh, questions, answers for the scenario based questions. Because in the SRS, software requirement specification, you will not get a exact what the application uh, is going to do. You have to identify how it will do. So for that purpose, you need to understand the importance of the test data, which can fit or suit on the application. Then from day four, we have the software testing life cycle and how we proceed for the software testing life cycle. Under this, there are different levels or different category you can say under software testing lifecycle. That is requirement analysis, test planning, and under test planning also there are different uh, headings or category through which we identify what to be test, what not to be test in the application, what type of testing we need to complete and how much time effort is required, how much time is required for that particular testing phase, and how we calculate the particular uh, time, how we can identify the exact time taken for that particular test level. Now, there are some other documents involved right here. First, test designing. It means you have to write the test case on the live application. You will get all the SRS or product document to understand the application, and then you have to design your test cases. Now, the another part to verify or validate that for every requirement, did we cover the uh, test cases or not? For that, we prepare some other documents, that is traceability matrix, that is also known as RTM or requirement traceability matrix. Then you have to execute the test cases, the design test cases you need to execute on the live application. And if you found any discrepancies, then you have to log the bug in bug tracking tool. So in bug tracking tool, you can use, which is deployed in our server, that is Mantis. So you will see, you will create your user ID, you will access the Mantis and log the defects. Then the next session will cover the bug life cycle and how to report, whom to report, how to track the bug, and all bug related stuffs in this day 6 topic. Then in day 7, we will get to know about, apart from the manual testing, some Q&A, question and answer session, then web application, how we proceed for the web application testing. Then a brief intro about the mobile application testing, you installing emulator and installing application on that emulator, and you will proceed for the mobile application testing. And day 8, then you will know the software configuration management, where we put all of our requirement, test cases, test result, all the matrices, test plan, how we maintain those documents, so that for future purpose, we can also track the progress of our testing application. Then under day 9, you will know what is the test management and how we manage our test application under test. And these all things covered in 9 days. And you have to complete to get more hands-on, to feel the real-time experience, to gain the experience in the software testing. There are two web applications, and you will access the bug tracking tool or as well, and other documents which are mandatory during the project, so that I will guide you and provide you all the documents. Under database course, see, here are the plan for database course for 4 sets, 4 days, in which you will learn some basic of the SQL queries, and visualize and create your database, so that you can understand the, if right, I am able to do the functional testing from the GUI part. Now what about the backend part? So under that backend part, you will do all the testing activity by using SQL. And for that purpose, the server and the client, I will guide you to install in your system, and then we will create our table. Then we'll know that of, what is foreign primary key and all the stuffs mentioned at here, how to utilize that, and using different operators, then some functions, and than the join, which is the most important topic during the SQL, because most of the interview ask about these joins questions, and I have seen that many aspirants have failed to answer some complex join queries. But here you will get each and everything by your own. You'll understand it by own experience. So this is the total course which covers in the manual testing. Uh, Under two application, you will get a manual testing course and the database testing.